Hey, what's up, people? This is Ike Love, and I'm creator and author of the blog, The Viable Alternative, which is an inspirational blog where I share the wisdom and insights gained along my path of becoming a greater, stronger version of myself. And if you want to read more on this site, you can click under the window where it says description, and you'll see the link for www.theviablealternative.com. See, I'm talking slower. People say I talk too fast, so I'm talking a little slower. So, this week, yeah, I kind of wanted to give, kind of like a pep talk, you know, yeah, pep talk, as you say, like, we're on this journey together, and as I say in all my other videos, this is not only for you, it's for me. A lot of these videos I make for me, I just pass it on to you. Either the information is helpful, has been helpful to me, and I'm sharing it with you, or it is helping me right now because I'm going through the same damn thing you're going through, or most likely going through. So this week I wanted to talk about how not to be bullied by your circumstances. And this is in regards to the fact that many of us are living lives that we're completely unsatisfied about, are unsatisfied with. We, yeah, living lives we're unsatisfied with. Yet we have some type of dream. And for us, we're unsatisfied life, but we have some type of dream what we want to do. And the most frustrating thing when we have a dream that we want to do, when we have something in our heart, is that when we are waiting for things to change around us and things stubbornly won't change, maybe we have some type of living situation, or that and for many of us, our finances are a complete fiasco, and we're waiting for a certain type of money, or amount of money rather, so that we can pursue the things that are in our heart. Or maybe we're waiting for someone to change, or waiting for someone to open the door or give us an opportunity. Or, yeah, just things are just not moving around us. And just like if you're a man, it's very emasculating. And if a woman, whatever the feminine equivalent of that is, I don't know, defeminizing, whatever, it just sucks. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you feel kind of like a victim. I know for a fact that, you kind of feel like a caged animal, that there's this thing that you really, really want to do, but things freaking around you just won't freaking change, and you're just so angry. And so, like, I want to address that issue when people are going through things like that. How not to let your circumstances bully you and still live in victory regardless. So, the first thing we have to come into understanding about is faith. For those of you who believe, if you believe in some type of higher power, whether it's directly God or some type of force, whatever. Anybody who believes in some type of higher power, no matter your spiritual walk, you have to first think about faith. And faith is basically, as the Bible says, evidence of things not seen, the substance of hope. So, you desire something, right? Something is on your heart, but things outside of you completely are telling you the contrary, and things are not moving. So what you need to do is to focus on your faith. Now, the interesting thing about faith is that faith allows for the fact that you can take hold of what you desire via your feeling, and a strong feeling sensation that you already have it, despite the fact that the physical is not telling you, or is telling you that it's not there. Things or evidence is showing you the contrary of the thing that you desire. So the first thing you do that you can control is your faith. And that, again, is immediately get into that mindset that you have everything that you desire, that everything that you want is already done. You may not physically see it, but it's physically manifested as far as you're concerned. You can feel it, you can taste it, you can see it, you can smell it, That's number one. Number one, basically, I made a tweet about this the other day, is do not let reality cloud your faith. And related to your faith also is, again, staying in touch with what's on your heart. You have a desire in your heart. And if you have a desire in your heart, I believe the heart is like a spiritual organ. God communicates to us through our heart, through the desires He puts in our heart. Whatever he wants to accomplish on this earth, he puts it on our heart, and the desire becomes so strong that if we ignore it, it begins to bother us. We can't rest, we can't sleep, we can't have any peace because something is brewing inside our hearts. And it's said, there's a Bible phrase that says, a hope deferred makes a heart sick. Means if you suppress something, a feeling, an emotion in you for so long, it starts to affect your health, your balance in your body. So it behooves you now to act on that thing that's on your heart. So combining faith and what's in your heart, you know that God put something on your heart, right? So therefore, it's meant to happen. Now the challenge is that things on the contrary things on the outside are telling you contrary to what you believe and what you want to see. So you keep in mind that God put something in your heart, so He's going to make it happen through you. And number two, and this is what I tweeted, never let reality cloud your faith. So despite what reality is telling you, right, you continue to cultivate that feeling, all right? Now, as you have that feeling inside of you, you're now going to start to live your life as if things already come into fruition. You start building your life around that vision you have. That's not only what you see in your mind, because don't get fooled about your mind. I actually constantly think that people think too much and they try and focus a vision in your mind, where I think you have to feel it as well. So do not let reality distract what's on your mind and on your heart, and you start now to live through that feeling. And as you live and you cultivate that feeling, you're going to start to get impulses of what to do to bring that feeling to fruition, all right? But in the meantime, you're also living in gratitude and being thankful, that the thing has already come into fruition. You're thankful that the vision has already come to fruition. You're saying gratitude every day to whatever entity you believe in, the universe, God, creator, spirit, whatever you believe in. You're giving thanks as this thing has already come into fruition. All right. And now, if things are not moving on the outside, and things kind of the outside circumstances are mocking you, so to speak, they're kind of telling you like, like, here, look at all, like your living situation sucks. You have no money, your clothes are falling apart. And so, your outward circumstances are directly mocking you. But what you're going to continue to do is you're going to actually do what you can do to bring this thing into fruition. It can start with something simple as just open up. You have a journal, writing those things down. That writing things down that you're grateful that things already are. Write your world down as if things have already come to fruition. You write, I'm thankful that I'm able to take a trip to Europe for 6 months. I'm able to stay in the best spots and everything. I'm grateful that I have my business has blossomed, and I'm going around the world and giving seminars and speaking engagements. People are coming to me and thanking me for how much I changed their lives. I meet all these amazing people. People are randomly sending me emails telling me how, I saved them from suicide, or I saved their marriage. I mean, whatever now that is a projection of what you want your life to be. That's one way you can do that you can control, that you can do that's not contingent upon the money you have, I mean, yeah, if you can't afford a notebook, go to the supermarket and get a paper bag and write in a paper bag. I mean, whatever, your point is do not let your circumstances bully you. Do not let them steal from your joy. When I say bully, I mean is when you allow your circumstances to steal from your joy, your enthusiasm, your passion, even the vision itself. You continue go on and feeding that exact vision that you want to see come into fruition. You may go online and you start to shop, or equivalent of window shopping you do online to I don't know, if you want to take a trip, for instance, now, you go and check out the prices of the tickets, you go and check out the hotels, you go look at where you want to stay, you get to get a good idea of how much it's going to cost, you know what I mean? You go, okay, just say now you have only a little amount of money and everything, you don't have enough to pay for your trip, but then you go and start to buy socks that you're going to wear on your vacation, or buy a new pair of underwear, or buy sunscreen. You do little things now to continue to feed the fire of your heart. You know what I mean? You go ahead and you live as if everything is going to that you're preparing for things to come into your life. You make your life conducive for the things that you want to see in your life. You go and maybe have your closet full of old clothing. You give that away to the Salvation Army because you want to have new clothing if you're going on vacation, or you want to have new clothing when you're making those big business deals and you want to look sharp to, like, impress the client or whatever, your clothing on. Or you want to buy new clothes for one day when you be standing on the stage giving a seminar. Or, if you're building a brand and everything like that and you like the color, my favorite color is gray, you start to buy little gray items and everything like that to prepare now for yourself when you have that business and everything like that. You're basically, and I've said this in other videos, you're giving the middle finger to your circumstances. You're telling your circumstances, F you, I'm going to live how I want to live, despite the fact of what you're telling me. If you want to budge, then I will budge. I will make things happen. I will start to move. Because I've said, and this is how I knew when I went to Europe, sometimes things don't move until you move, all right? So, when you're getting bullied by your circumstances, not only are you having your joy and your enthusiasm and your passion and your and even just the desire to dream taken away from you, what you're doing now is you're remaining stagnant. You're becoming a slave to your circumstances because you're saying, oh well, I'm not going to move until my circumstances move. I'm not going to change until my circumstances change. I'm waiting for my circumstances, for this and this happen to my circumstances until I do A, B, C, and D. No, you do A, B, C, and D anyway, And if A, B, C, and D, you can't afford to do it, or your circumstances won't permit, you do something below A, B, C, and D, You do something equivalent to A, B, C, and D, or like A, B, C, and D, Just at the point, you never stop moving. You keep on moving forward, You keep on building for your dream in any which way you can. Your circumstances tell you, you can't afford to do one thing, or you do the thing that you can afford, all right? But always bear in mind that it is free to dream. It is free to hold your it is free to hold that emotion and the exact feeling of your dream coming to fruition. That's all free. You know what I mean? It's free to move in a certain direction without the certain things are free to do without the money and everything like that. You take care of those. And I believe in a spiritual level, when that starts happening, they say that faith without works is dead. But faith with action is alive. I tweeted that one day. And what happens is that, you're giving signs to God, if you believe in God or the universe, that you still believe in this thing that was built in your heart. And the universe or God or whatever you believe in will start to act accordingly to your faith, What's that? As you believe, so it shall be done unto you. All right? So, there's no reason to be depressed if you're going through something, if you're going through some type of stagnation. Take it from me, I was a bitter bastard for years because things weren't moving around me, I was sitting here watching the years go by and bitter and angry, kind of like those cartoons when you see the calendar and the pages flying off the calendar to depict the time passing, That was me in my life. And late last year, in fact, it was this time, what's today, the 10th, about maybe, towards the end of November when I made my decision to go to Europe. I just was completely sick and tired of letting my circumstances dictate to me, and I knew I wasn't getting younger, and I was like, F this, I'm going to be doing this anyway, and things moved as I moved. So, you have to bear in mind that you're the master of your reality, the reality you are. So you start to move now as things are real, Do not let your circumstances tell you that, or mock you, Forget whether you see the thing or not. Act by faith. And live as if everything is as you want it to be, and things will slowly start coming or manifesting according to your actions. Okay, so I am talking about this because there's something in my life that I wanted to do for a while, and it's still a struggle because I'm still at the edge or the brink of pulling the trigger, but still a little bit scared. I just got this thing on my heart, and it just wouldn't leave me alone. It's not even leaving me alone now. And I will admit to you that I'm a little scared because, I don't want to speak negatively, but I've just felt that conditions weren't conducive for me to pull the trigger. But, and I'm wrestling with this now. I'm wrestling with this now because the desire's in my heart. I can feel it, I can taste it. But it's just like, oh man, I don't know. But see, the things that happened in my life, the things that worked out, the big breakthroughs that I've gotten was because I took the step before I actually saw the things materialize. Therapy happened like that. I couldn't afford the therapist, but I just knew a point in my heart. God spoke to my heart and was like, yo, you need to start to deal with those emotional blockages to get rid of the spiritual forces that are interfering in your life. And I went and dug up an old number that I had gotten, that my therapist had placed 4 years earlier. And I called the number. I was like, screw this, And luckily for me, at the time when I called him, he took me on because I remember he was going through financial problems. So I got a huge discount, And he raised a little bit, but I started with, he gave me a huge discount. I was able to afford it for a while. He raised a little bit, and it came to a point where I just knew I couldn't pay for it anymore. And an opportunity came my way that enabled me to pay for it. So now it's been like almost 3.5 years later, and I'm still paying for therapy, and it's made a huge difference in my life. And the things that I've been able to accomplish this year was a direct result of all the therapy I've gone through and the blockages and clearages I have that gave me a stronger, greater connection to my core, which allowed me now to bring out my internal resources and treasures and bring out connected parts of me that I didn't have that connection before, that made me be able to take the steps that I've been taking now to improve my life. And I would say that I'm at this place now directly because of the therapy I've been through, on top of a bunch of other things I've gone through before that, like spiritual cleansing. But, point of the matter is that I took the step and things came around to help me and buttress me in the step I had taken. Same thing with you. Took the step before I even was able to see what was going on, and things started happening. So now, I'm at this point now where it's like, I'm called to do something else, and I'm struggling because I'm scared. But I'm making this video to me as to you, to tell you not to let your circumstances bully you, because I just don't let them bully. I forgot what I was going to say next. But anyway, don't let your circumstances bully you. Now I want to say this thing. What was I saying? Yeah, do not let your circumstances bully you, because I don't know what I was going to say about that. Whatever. Anyway, I hope all this helps. And if you want to read more on my blog, go to www.theviablealternative.com. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at TheViableAlt. If you like this video, please share, click on like, and subscribe. I do a video once a week. And I know I'm going to remember what I have to say after I get off this video. But anyway, hope all this helps. So, whatever you have in your heart, man, don't let your circumstances be an excuse, man. Take the action anyway. Do what you can, Show your circumstances who's charged. And God, or the universe, whatever you believe in, will support you. Take care. God bless. And peace.